Happy Sunday, everyone. This is Miss Gail over here at Georgia Peachnut. How are you doing today? I'd like to welcome my new subscribers and to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back. We're going to jump right on into it. Let me just say this. I'm on here basically to make sure everybody gets information about the updates on the recalls because it's becoming a way of life. They're kind of getting you used to food recalls, and I know it is hard to wonder when you go in the grocery store if you're going to be buying the right thing. We're going to have to just keep up. So my job is something that I've taken on for myself is to inform you what I find out about. So we're going to jump right into it. Don't want to take up too much more of your time. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this plasticware because I have some in my kitchen. Flame retardants found in black plastics could have health consequences. So let's see what they're talking about. I've done this video one time and didn't have the camera on. So here we go. I'll do it over again for you guys, okay? As you can tell, I haven't changed clothes from church yet. So let's see what they're talking about here. Here we are. And I will post a picture of this one because I think it's really, really important. Black plastics often contain particularly high levels of flame retardants, according to a new study. The chemicals are often used in electronics, but recycling has brought them to products that should not have them. There's no safe haven of flame retardant consumption, and the findings point to the uncertainty of plastic recycling as well as the overwhelming use of plastic in daily life. Well, you know where we're going with this. Plastic poisonings. A study shows that they found an alarming level of flame retardants in black plastic kitchen tools. And you know y'all got some in your kitchen, right? Along with children's toys and food containers. I got a container I just got from the restaurant today, and it's black plastic on the bottom. The most concerning flame retardant found was there's a short way to pronounce this word because I know I'm going to mess it up. DECA, D-E-C-A, then capital letters B-D-E. Look that one up. Which was banned by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency in 2021. Flame retardants, which is abbreviated by FR, flame retardants, FR, have been linked to carcinogenicity, endocrine disruption, neurotoxicity, and reproductive and developmental toxicity. I can't talk. Toxicity. It was especially concerning that they found retardants that aren't supposed to be used anymore. In other words, they were banned, and people still use them, and they know they're causing harm to our bodies. So, they recommend that you would not use black plastic, for food contact materials or buying toys with black plastic pieces. That's your solution. While the study only looked at black plastics most commonly used in electronics manufacturing, more research is needed to determine whether the risk is the same in other plastics. Here we go. So I'm not going to say much more about this. I think you guys get it. They're talking about the flame retardants, which are largely used in plastics and electronic products, but they're taking that plastic and electronic products and recycling it and using it in utensils that you use to cook with, you use to eat with, and there is, however, some problems. If you want more on this subject, you can go on ahead and put it in the link, and I go back to it and read all this stuff to you guys because it is a lot, but for time's sake, I'm going to let that go. I will post a picture of the utensils that they're talking about. I'm sure you guys know exactly what they're talking about so that you can see it and make a choice. The next one is about nationwide antidepressant recall update as FDA sets risk class source. Okay, it's going into something else. So we're going to see what they're talking about really quick in case you are or you know someone who is on antidepressants. There is a concern about a particular, I'm laughing at my computer, antidepressant here. It says thousands of bottles of antidepressants have been recalled across the U.S. after they were found to contain levels of potentially cancer-causing chemical above the acceptable limit as set out by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. These people just keep trying. I don't know why they keep going over the limit with some of these things that they're doing. The recall of Dulosin delayed release capsules, and that's spelled Dulosetine, and that may be Zitinin or Zytine, produced by Towa, Towa, Towa Pharmaceutical Europe. Towa Pharmaceutical Europe was initiated on, the recalls were initiated on October the 10th and has been given the second highest risk classification by the FDA. The Dulosin is a medication used to manage depression, anxiety, and nerve pain, such as fibromyalgia. It works by increasing levels of mood-boosting chemicals in the brain. However, during its production, low levels of a chemical called N-nitrosol-duloxetine can be also produced. And that is N-nitrosol-duloxetine. Need me to go back over that? I will. So, if you know anyone who's taking it, give them a call. This chemical belongs to a group of chemicals called nitrosamines that are commonly found in water and food products. However, when they are present in higher concentrations and we are exposed to them for an extended period of time, these chemicals may increase our risk of developing cancer. So, and then it says, as a result, their concentrations are strictly limited by the FDA. So I'm not going to go too much more into that. I think I've given you enough to concentrate on. And if you need me, like I said, you can always go to the, comment in the comment section and say, Ms. Gail, will you please go over that? Will you please read the whole article? I cannot find the article, whatever, and I don't have any problems doing that. But for the sake of time, I want to not take up too much time when I know you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. Here we go. Bird flu infects flock of 800,000 poultry in southeast Washington. Here we go with the bird flu again. And I don't ever want to say, oh, they're just doing this to increase the price of the chicken. But who knows? Who knows? You gonna take a chance? But this is in Washington, southeast Washington. And it's 800,000 poultry. Let's see what did they do. Till I need to go to bed. Bird flu has infected a commercial flock of about 800,000 fowl at an egg farm in southeast Washington, the state's Department of Agriculture has said this week. It's the first detection in Washington this year of highly pathogenic avian influenza in a commercial poultry operation, and is one of about 4 dozen known commercial and domestic flocks in the state to be infected with the disease since 2022. They said it was a long break that they got, and this is all due to the fall migration season for wild birds raised the risk of disease spreading across at the poultry facilities. As of Thursday, there are no signs of H5N1 virus, there are no signs that the virus has spread to humans or other types of livestock in the area where the infected flock was detected. So it looks like they're trying to get a hold of it. Let's see what they're doing. They're monitoring the flock, and the ones that's been infected, I think they said that they are being incinerated. I think I saw that somewhere. Oh, here it is. Composting or cremated. So they are on top of it, but this is just an FYI to let you know what's out there. And so far, it's only in Washington State, but keep an ear open and eye open and all that good stuff. The next thing is going to be about recalls on this vitamin recall issued after glass particles was found in the solution. This is by Newsbreak, and I do like to say who was by because I'm reading articles that sent to me, and I do appreciate them sending them to me because there was a time we probably didn't know all this stuff, and now they have to tell us. Injectable vitamins have been voluntarily recalled by the manufacturer due to potential glass contamination. Here we go. A lot of ascorbic acid solution for injection produced by Nebraska-based Staska, Staska, Staska Pharmaceuticals has been recalled due to the presence of glass particulates in one of the lots of vials used in the production of this batch. So it says that the product comes in 500 milligrams to 50 milliliter vials and bears the lot code SP2400058. Expiration date December 31st, 2024. There have been no adverse reactions to illnesses reported to date. It was distributed nationwide to licensed healthcare providers between July 31st and August 27th, 2024. In a statement, FDA website Staska Pharmaceuticals said it places the utmost emphasis on patient safety and product quality. The company added that it has directly notified all customers who received the product by electronic mail and telephone and has arranged for the return of and replacement of all of the recall products. So looks like they are on that, and so this is more like an FYI for you, just in case you or someone you know is using this particular product. And this is another one. USDA releases list more than 200 schools impacted by Bruce Pack recall. The Bruce Pack recall, we talked about that on another most recent video on the recall on the prepackaged meat in the salads and things like that. So let's see what they're talking about. It's now affecting more than 200 schools. They have a list, which I won't go through that. I'm going to let you guys do that. And if you need me to do something for you, I will. Now, this will not let me see it. This is the meeting place, MEATING place. And they want me to sign up for a whole bunch of stuff before they give me the information. I'm not going to do it. You can look up USDA releases list. More than 200 schools impacted by Bruce Pack. That's BRUCEPACK, one word, recall. And we talked about that yesterday or day before, so I'm going to let you go and look that one up. But it's affecting the school system now. The other one is recall undeclared allergens in salads. Here we go. You know, we keep getting this stuff in salads. You can't just grow your own salad. It's easy to do. You know, by the time you go to the store and buy this stuff and get sick and have to deal with all this recall stuff, you could have grown your own. U.S. officials have issued a public health alert for wrongly labeled Hans Kissel Company, LLC. That's HANSKISSLE Company, LLC. Chicken salads containing undeclared allergens. The product, labeled as cranberry chicken salad, may actually be the classic chicken salad, which contains wheat. The affected batch with a use by date of October 25th, 2024, and establishment number P-7573 was distributed in several states, including Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Jersey, and New York. So consumers with wheat allergies are advised not to consume the product and either dispose of it or return it to the retailer. So they go into signals, signs, and if you have a EpiPen, you should make sure you have that on you. But what they should do is make sure that they don't mislabel this food. If you don't mislabel the food, you won't have that problem. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I've given about 4. I'll be back tomorrow with some more. And listen, I'm just going to keep putting them out there. Keep putting them out there. They're on my Facebook as well. So if you want to go to my Facebook and check them, I've listed them all on my Facebook, everything I'm talking about. But look, we have got to stay vigilant. Yeah, it's a lot to go to the grocery store, go down the aisle, and when you get something, you need to read the ingredients. If you don't know the name of it, can't pronounce the name, put it back. There should be nothing on that list that you cannot read and understand. Put it back. Especially if they're talking about dyes. Until our government get this thing right, they need to get it right. These people need to stop selling us this stuff that's harming us. And you're paying for it. You're paying for it. So the government needs to get it right. The government needs to make sure they get it right. So I'm going to get off that soapbox. My neck is just kind of crooked. I can't take that. Get off that soapbox right now because I'm going to go change clothes and get ready for live tonight. Sifting some soil at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. Tonight. You're going to have a good time. Come on there. Going to talk about gardening and crocheting. If you have any questions, we're going to try to answer them. Somebody on there will be able to answer. If not, we'll just Google it just like everybody else. You guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for coming in and listening to me rather on. But these recalls are serious. They're real. I don't know what else to say. Start to paying attention because it's about plastic and glass going into your system. Your system cannot process that. Your system cannot process the dyes, the yellow and red dye that they're putting in your food. Other countries don't have these issues. Why are they allowing these people to put this stuff in our food? Take care, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the garden. Bye-bye.